welcome back to me talking about my version of Marauders in podcast form with Emma. Welcome to the bonus episodes, y'all. Let's freaking go. I think so these are gonna be, like, shorter. Like, very much shorter. Like, I wrote 3 of them. We're gonna record 3 today.
Okay.
3 episodes. And they're only about as long as, like, one of the normal episodes would be. So, like, all together in the doc. Well, in the doc, like,
okay.
you know,
I
all
thought you
3 of them.
meant each of them, and I was like,
that's as long as
shorter.
I said, so they're actually all as long as a normal one. We gotta have the Snuffles pillow right there.
What do you think of it?
All right, so I think we should do, like, 1, maybe 2 questions.
I responded to the one you sent of the screenshot of me texting, and then it sent to my account too because I have yours on there. So I texted and sent it, and then it like drops
You're
down and it's
still
like,
logged into that account?
I have Kristen's now too.
Okay, so that gets, yeah, I feel like that should be public knowledge. Emma is signed into that account that is mine. As far as I know, you don't, like, look through anything.
At it, but I just think it's funny when I send something and it, like, drops down.
Okay, actually, we are going to do 2 questions because one of them is, have I watched Heartstopper? And I haven't, and I know it's so bad, and I know season 2 is coming out, and I know I need to do it. And I, like, literally, I have sat down multiple times and, like, opened it up and then, like, realized I had something else important to do. Like, this is like, comical at this point. Like, I think the world doesn't want me to watch it, but I do. So we'll get there, I promise. What have we been doing this summer? Why haven't we recorded yet?
I just finished my, like, one summer class, and that was all I did.
Yeah, but it took up time, and then I am taking 3 summer classes. So, because I can't take full course loads during the year. So anyway, so I had to take, like, 3 classes, and one of them was, like, a half-term class, like Emma's was. And so we both just finished, like, the bulk of our work, because the rest of my other 2 classes are easy. The shortest one was hard. But yeah, so that's what we've been doing. That's why we didn't really do anything, but I need to do creative stuff because I've kind of been dying. And yeah, Snuffles is trying really, really hard to get us to play with her, and it's not gonna happen, babe.
So sad.
Let's slide on into this episode. So here's the main issue. This first one is sad, and it really sucks, but it does have to happen. And I want you all to know that I almost put this in end of last season, and I was like, I'm not going to do that because then everybody's going to hate me and it's going to be sad. But it does have to happen, so we're doing it right here, right now, and it's going to suck, and
I think I know
it's going to be fine.
Then
yeah, we all know.
I know, but I don't want to.
I know, so that's kind of why I'm recording multiple with Emma here, so that she won't hate me by the end of this. Because if we just sat down and just recorded this, I don't think she would ever come back. So I've said before that these episodes are, like, just one thing, and that's it. Because I'm not doing the whole, it has a plot and a subplot. It is one thing, and that's it. And this one thing is sad, and I can't even cushion it with anything else. But anyway, so it's the end of school. Everybody's living it up, having a great time. And James and Lily are both staying at the Potter's house right now. And then, like, Sirius and Remus, they have their little cottage now, and they are living it up there. I don't know where Peter is. I think he got, like, an apartment somewhere. But anyway, so Lily and James are staying at the Potters, and James is like, yo, he, like, wakes up, gonna go on his morning run, everything's gonna be great. And he walks downstairs, and, like, his mom is usually kind of there, or his dad is up or something, and they're both just, like, not here. And he's like, what the heck? So, you know, James is like, where's my parents? That's okay. Not a big deal, though. I'm sure nothing's wrong. And then so then his dad comes home, and it's just his dad. And immediately James is like, okay, shoot, something is wrong. He does not look okay. And he's like, Dad, where's Mom? And he's like, she's at St. Mungo's. And he's like, James, we need to talk. And so that's when James was told that both of his parents are really sick. So this is my personal headcanon. I think dragon pox in that is like bad. It's like, I mean, like,
personal
kind
opinion
of
is, I think
personal,
getting sick is bad.
personal opinion. So I've actually been sick before. I'm actually sick right now. But anyway, but it's like bad, and like there's not really a cure for dragonpox. You can just like stop it from progressing further. But if it gets to a certain point, you're not gonna make it. And so he's like, well, shoot, what the heck? And so his dad basically tells him, he's like, yeah, we found out that we both got it at some point, like a couple of months ago, and I'm doing better. I'm fine, basically, but Effie is not fine, and she has basically been hiding it as much as she possibly can. And James is like, why did you guys come to graduation? That seems like a big, like, thing, and, like, a lot of, you know, it's not contagious or anything, but it seems like a big, you know, energy issue. Like, why were you guys there? And she seemed fine, and I'm worried. And he was like, you think that your mom was gonna not come to your graduation? Have you met Effie? Like, what? He's like, nothing in the world was gonna stop seeing you graduate, both you and Sirius. And we were gonna tell you in like a few days, you know, once everybody settled in, but last night things were not good and I had to take her in. And James was like, how bad is it? And he's like, you and Sirius need to go see her like today. So, not fun, but when Sirius and James get to the hospital, it's clear she's pretty much dying. I know.
Oh my God.
I know! Okay, this was gonna happen during their 7th year, which, like, he was gonna show up, and, like, so we're glad that I got rid of that, okay? That's, yeah.
Bonus episode.
Bonus episode! It's not great. James feels like he's gonna throw up. He went to Sirius and Remus's cottage immediately and like wakes up Sirius and he's like, we gotta go. So Sirius is like barely awake, still processing, but he stops in front of the door and he's like, James, you go in. And he's like, yeah, but she wants to see both of us, you know. And Sirius goes, yeah, but I'm not her son. And James is like, hold on a second.
Actually,
no.
you are.
He's like, Sirius, you're as much of a part of this family as I am. You know that. And he's like, but it's different. And you should see her alone. Just tell her I'm not here yet, and I'll wait for Monty to get here. So James like tries to say no, but Sirius is already like sitting down on a waiting bench. So James goes in, and James can't really believe that he hadn't noticed like just the day before how much different she looks. Like she's lost some weight. She just looks tired, and at first he was like, she's just old, but like now he's like, well, shoot. But you know, she looks just different, and she looks kind of frail, and Effie has never looked frail before, and he's like, what the heck? And he wonders how much effort it had taken her to be there yesterday and to talk and laugh with them and other parents and stuff, but when she sees him, she smiles, and she's like, okay, come here, give me a hug, this is all great. And he's like, what the heck? And she's like, where's Sirius? And he's like, he's on his way. And she's like, he's in the hallways. And James is like, yeah. He's like, yeah. She's like, okay. She's like, well, that's right, he has a lot to take in, he can stay out there if he wants. And she's like, I think I owe you an apology. And she's like, I'm so sorry I didn't tell you sooner, and I didn't think it would get bad this fast. She's like, I felt fine, like tired a week ago, but like fine, and then the past week it's all gone downhill. And she's like, that's this freaking disease for you. And she's just annoyed and typical Effie, like not like sad. And she's like, don't feel bad for me. She's like, you're gonna be just fine. And so she's like saying all these things, and James is like, I can't deal with this. Like, no, stop. I don't want this. And she's like, I'm proud of who you've turned out to be and stuff. And James is like, I don't want this. But eventually, she pulls out, she's like, I have a gift for you. And he's like, okay, why? And she's like, this is important. And so she reaches into a little drawer in her bedside table, and she pulls out a little box, and she opens it, and there's a beautiful golden topaz ring. And I think golden topaz is particular in the wizarding world. It's basically an engagement ring. It signals love, happiness, health, and prosperity. So it's an engagement ring. And she's like, your dad gave this to me, and he got it from my mom, and I wanted you to have it before you go off and buy a terrible quality ring. And he's like, okay. No, and James is like, thank you so much. She's like, it's wonderful. And she's like, yeah. She's like, yeah, it's a good ring, but of course it's It's really a gift for Lily, so, and he's like, that's a bit presumptuous. Like, don't you think? And she's like, am I
Who else
wrong?
are you?
And James is like, no, you're not wrong. And she's like, good, because I thought about giving it to Sirius, but I don't think Remus is really like a ring type of man, so I didn't think it was really gonna work out. And James was like, okay with that. But yeah, so she's still Effie, of course. But soon, Monty and Sirius join them, and Effie is like, I'm not having people being overly sad in my room, so we're all gonna talk. And they all talk and laugh and sit together, and they play cards. And to James and Sirius, like, the night seems to pass too quickly. But eventually it's time for them to go for the night, and the boys are like, we want to stay, but Effie's like, no, like, I need my rest. You guys need your rest. And the healer there is like, leave. But anyway, and the last thing anybody wants to do is push it right now. But before they leave, Effie calls Sirius back into the room, and he sits on her bed, and she looks at him, and she's like, I am so sorry that I have to leave you so soon, Sirius. And Sirius is like, shut up. And he's like, I'm not gonna cry in front of her. I'm not gonna cry. This is her dying. I'm not supposed to be the most sad one here. And he's like, it's all right. And she's like, I need you to promise me that you're gonna remember everything I've tried to teach you. Like, you are so loved, Sirius, and you can't forget that when I'm gone. And all Sirius can really do is nod. And she's like, you are so much stronger than you know. I've seen it. Things are hard, Sirius. Things will be so hard. But you're gonna be okay. You're gonna make it through. I promise. Sirius is like, okay. And he doesn't really believe it, but he's trying. He has to really try for her. And then 3 days later, in the room with her husband and her 2 sons, Euphemia Potter died. So that's the end of this little bonus episode. This so sucks. Fun. I know, I'm so sorry. But it has to happen. And it has to happen. This is like the first thing that has to happen in this whole thing, and I'm just sorry about it. And if people, this is like the one thing, like, if you want to leave a hate comment on any episode,
drop a hate comment below.
Yeah, drop a hate comment in the comment section below. Unsubscribe. Yeah, do whatever the heck you want. But yeah, so that's a short little snippet. That's basically what these episodes are gonna be. But usually not as sad. Although it is war. These are why they're bonus episodes. Because if you want to stop listening and not let things get sad, this is the time, This is when it happens. But yeah, that's the vibe. I'm so sorry. Yeah, I don't know how to end this. Thanks for watching and listening. Leave a hate comment. Shout out to Mattis and Benji. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Bye! I'm so sorry.
Wow.
Anyways, I was like, so I hate you, and... Okay, that's an okay spot. You can sit next to Emma. Oh, no.
Or just... Hey, dog.
Snuffles, no. No, ma'am.
Okay,
go. That's hey. No face kisses. People don't like that as much as you think they do. They really don't. She's like, but maybe just one.